Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here with reactions. Don't forget the reactions. Okay, so we're actually here in the workshop and stuff. I'm doing something a little bit different. So if you're joining in on here, I've done live streams of things from the workshop and on the site and stuff. I want to make sure that I don't have any problems and stuff with YouTube. So I actually have made another YouTube channel, Jobu's Day Job. Okay, I'll put the link in the description here. But what I have to do is I have to get to hey, what's happening, Perez? What I have to do is I have to get to 1,000 subscribers in order to be able to live stream.
These on have to cut more off.
Oh, these, yeah, I'll just sand those down just a little. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So we're actually building a table. Is that on both of them?
I was just using them. Well, these ones are okay. I'm just using that to see if it's
okay. Well, that's no problem. We can. We're actually building a table here in the workshop. Yeah, the top is no problem. We're actually just doing some work here in the workshop. We're actually building a table for E2 Blue, and we're doing old school woodworking. This is like a mortise and tenon. This is the tenon. Over here on the legs that Michael's working on is actually the mortise, where you're actually cutting out a slot. Nowadays, when they build stuff, they just basically put a bunch of screws, a couple of nails, and some glue on it, hot melt glue and stuff, and it would literally just break. But anyway, what I want to do is I'm just kind of announcing the other channel, so that way we'll have this one as a backup, because YouTube be tripping these days. And I mean they be tripping. So you want to exactly have kind of a backup plan, so to speak, just in case. And that's what we're doing in here. And we're working the shop so we can kind of give you a little different flavor of what we're doing. So let me cut this real quick. So we have this ready for Mr. Mike, for Magic Mike. Was it about a quarter inch we need, Mike? Almost. Forgive me for a second here. See, what we've got is we've got these legs, that we're putting together for a corner table. And everything E2 Blue wants is always difficult. He wanted not just an outdoor bench, he wanted a circular one. Like a circular bench, really, dude? Really? Half moon? You have number 25, baby. Okay, hopefully we're back. Are we back? Are we back live? Okay, hopefully we're back live. Are we still there? Yes, we're still here. Cool. All right, sorry, I had to take a call. But anyway, we're building a table for E2 Blue. E2 always wants something crazy. He doesn't want like a square table. He wants a rectangular table. Rectangular. Well, okay, either way. All I know is E2 Blue and his family always want some difficult shit. And that's right, you can tell him I said that. So, what we're doing is, we're building this table over here. We've got, this is the top. Look at this. 90 degrees. So we got to make the legs to go underneath of it to fit. And I want to make sure it's sturdy because it's going to go behind a sofa. So we're doing old school mortise and tenon. So check and see if that's going to. Perfect. Check this out. Look at this. Okay, this is old school woodwork here. See this piece? This is the table apron. And so it fits into this slot. We're going to put some glue into it. Now you're probably wondering what this is for. Because wood is a living and breathing creature, you don't just screw the top on there because it'll expand and contract and it will break on you. So we actually have these skirt clips that go into the slot like that and tied to the top. So as this thing expands and contracts, it doesn't break. So that's what we're working on now. So we actually have 6 legs for this table. So we're going to take 2 of these, glue these up with our other piece that goes in here first, and then we're going to come back and then glue together the longer pieces on here and hope that it all works. So I need to take just a little, I need to sand just a little bit more off of this piece right there, and then I need to just route this. So hold your ears for a second, guys. I'm going to route this real quick, and then we're going to sand these before we put them on. Before we put it together. It'll be a lot easier. Now these pieces will do all 4 sides. The top piece will only do the bottom. Okay, so back to what we're doing. Jobu's day job. Cowboy Jobu's day job is going to be my new channel. Zeke ain't going there. I tell you what I love. You see that our Dallas Cowboys are doing the victory tour, I'm calling it. Pro Football Focus trying to put, well, you know what? Here's the bottom line. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Anything you can get on the Dallas Cowboys talk-wise, people are going to be hitting and listening to it really, really hard. So take that with a grain of salt. The Dallas Cowboys, they are truly a family. I ain't going to kid you. They are a family. You look at them all going in Lyle Collins. You're talking about even Tyrone Crawford and everything else. Sean Lee, Jason Witten. You got the young, you got the old, you got all these guys all hanging out together, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, a beautiful thing. I absolutely, positively love it. Love it. So, we're doing our thing here in the workshop, trying to get a little bit of work done in here and have a little bit of fun. I thought it was blasphemy. What are we talking about as blasphemy? No, it's, you know what, here's the thing. See, you're looking at it the wrong way. As far as Zeke goes, the fact that they got those 2 running backs is actually to prolong. Okay, bottom line is this. People get hurt and miss time. And we were at the situation that if we were like, if you look at the Rams, they ended up having a backup running back who took over the load. God, why can't I think of his name right now? Who took up the load while Todd Gurley was hurting. And had they not had that, they wouldn't have been in the playoffs. And what we're trying to do is prolong Zeke and get him ready to rock and roll in the playoffs. C.J. Anderson, yeah, that's it. Had they not had C.J. Anderson back there, they've been screwed. So don't look at it as, oh, we're trying to replace Zeke, because you're not going to replace him. But you can have people in there who can take up some of that load. And I look at, and I'm going to do a video later on after I get this stuff set up, on Tony Pollard. Pollard is going to be used a lot in different situations. Right, Rod Smith is gone. So even though we didn't use him, we don't have running backs. So all these people are like, oh, that's the message to Zeke. No. If you had drafted like Barkley last year, that would have been a message to Zeke. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how the inner workings and stuff on here. In fact, I was talking to Barry from Cowboy. Oh, that's another thing too. I was talking to Barry this morning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a Facebook event for the Cowboys Redskins game for the tailgate, and we're going to be posting information and stuff on there. My friend Wallace and his wife, they're coming in. Tyson, West Coast, he's coming in for that tailgate. Michael Anthony, E2 Blue, Foots, and all those guys, they're going to be at our tailgate. So we're trying to make this the biggest tailgate, so it's going to be like the place to be. And we may even have some retired Dallas Cowboys at our tailgate. Can you believe that, Mike? We may actually have Dallas Cowboy former players at our tailgate at FedEx Field.
Emmett Smith won't be there?
No. Okay, I didn't say. I didn't say him. But you might see Ed Too Tall Jones. I mean,
I not need his autograph.
yeah, you know, you might see like, I don't know. Well, anyway, we'll work on that. Any news of Carl Joseph? Not yet. Carl Joseph, the Raiders are debating on what they're going to do. Of course, they went the safety route. He's on a short lease, as is everybody who was brought there before John Gruden. It looks like, you know, anybody who was there before John Gruden, you're on the cutting block. You don't go out and buy a new house if you're there. I gotta go take care of something real quick. You guys watch Michael real quick. Some of the stuff I have to do, it's crazy. Let's see if I can get it. Some of the stuff that I have to fix with people is just crazy. Oh my God, I missed that one. What are we oh my godding about? Oh, our offense should be hell on earth. What do I think about Larry Allen Jr.? I can't honestly say I've seen much tape on him. Of course, he's a legendary pick and things, and that's part of the reason why they signed him. But, you know, he was a steal? Well, yeah, he didn't cost you anything, so I guess you can say it's a steal. But we'll have to wait and see. There's not a lot of space left on this roster for people, so there's no guarantee that he can even make the roster. Okay, so you got those squared away? All right, so Sam, this part too before, so you just pencil marks out of there. We got the route. So, to make my life really hard, we have to stain the top one color and then we're painting the bottom. Got 2 more legs left. What's up, everybody? Mark Holmes here with, That's okay, because that's on the inside. You won't see that. That's going to be paper. And I'm worried about cutting that too thin, so that's why I left that. What's up, everybody? Breaking news. We are creating another channel. Jobu's Day Job. In fact, I already have it up. I don't have my first video on there. But in order to live stream on the job, we actually have to have 1,000 subscribers. So we're going to start sharing the link on that. And hopefully you guys will want to come in, watch us work and stuff. I don't know if it's that exciting or just need to pass the time by. What's happening, Thomas Garrett? At their day job. Hey, Twan. Cowboys X Factor, how you doing? Russia's Old Spice. How about the Redskins killing the draft? Oh, wow. You know, here's what's funny. That's perfect. All right, so we're going to put some glue, and they're going to clamp those together. So you got that one that goes there, and then the smaller ones go in here like that. All right, so you're watching the birth of E2 Blues behind the table. Excuse me, behind the sofa table.
I was like, I don't know if both the couples are watching both. You were saying you watched it.
Yeah, if Jason was if Lacey Chabert.
Let me show you something, guys. Now check this out. There's no glue. There's no screws. That's what you're talking. That's what you want to see when you're doing woodworking. You're doing a joint with no glue, no screws, and it's that snug, like that. Look at that. All right. Still needs a little glue, but you got what I'm saying. Now, make sure that when you do these, that slot is on the inside of it. You may need to.
I still don't know how I got the job. Like, I don't. Like, I don't know how we pick people.
Once you put a clamp on it, you'll breathe it in there close. Okay.
Casting camp after backs and all that.
And I got the other. You got 4 there. I got the other 2 I need to route.
Playing sports, but I also grew up singing and dancing and acting. So for a kid to be from
So back to what I was just saying. We are creating another channel as a backup. YouTube be tripping these days. I don't think I'm ever going to get back my other channel. I think that's just a dead thing. And YouTube is going through and they're demonetizing channels and they're deleting channels and so on because of Proposition 13. And if you're a creator, even if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, what it is it's copyright. A copyright to the nth degree. And basically any content that they deemed somebody else's property, they not only can go after you, but they can also go after YouTube or the platforms. And so the platforms are saying if there's any doubt, you're getting cut. So we are trying to make sure we're more proactive than reactive. That's why we're doing another channel here, so that way we've got a backup as well as we can spread it out. Yeah, I feel bad for it too because there's thousands of videos on there that are gone. That there's nothing I can do about it. But at least now I have Vimeo. So my main videos that I really want to make sure I keep are on Vimeo, so I own that property. They can't steal that from me. So at least there's that. So you learn how to work and evolve when you're doing these things. The backup channel is actually made now. It's called Jobu's Day Job. I just haven't posted it. Which one's that? Doesn't matter on this first one because it'll matter when you do the next one. So you want to have it so, yeah, like that. So that way they're pointing out since it comes in the next section. So take a look at this. These are our table pieces that we're putting. That's the short side, and then we've got the longer sides here, which will glue up this afternoon. There's something about building things and creating that I absolutely positively love. Taking a pile of wood, and then when you're done, you've actually created something. So, well, hello, Stephanie. How you doing? Link to, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do that while I'm here. I can do it, I think, after it's done. I don't know how can I do that? Yeah, but I'll have to do it after the stream, right? But while I'm streaming now? Okay, let me see if I can do that. Okay, hold on. Oh, I can go through it. I got you. I'm not real brave.
Check out mine. You've also mastered the art of meditation. Or a great low rate. So those weren't your strong suits. But at least you're great at providing coverage for people who let their insurance lapse.
All money managers might seem the same, but some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management.
Hey guys, I'm home. I got a Little Caesars 5-meat feast.
Wow, that's a lot of pepperoni.
That's a lot of sausage.
That's a lot of ham.
That's a lot of beef.
I'm here to help. Look at all that bacon.
Sorry.
Get a Little Caesars large 5-meat feast for just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup. Pizza.
Want to create your new patio before you get your new patio? With the Home Depot, you can jumpstart your spring with the latest power and the best grills around. Get free delivery and pull that new patio together with everything from furniture to spill-proof cushions. It's spring, and today is the day for doing. The Home Depot, more safe, more doing.
What makes Total Access special is you get news, you get headlines.
More on this deal and the ripple effect from it.
Football's the greatest reality show. Coaching changes or players moving. It's a year-long story.
You don't have some superstars that are on the board.
You come to this show, you're gonna learn something every single day.
Use the two-hand swipe move, which is a great outside move. It's a unique experience for our fans.
It's a perfect name, Total Access, because that's what you get.
Listen up, America. Are you or a loved one suffering with an addiction to alcohol, opiates, prescription painkillers, or other drugs? There is hope. Medication-assisted treatment is proven most effective for opiate addiction recovery. Utilizing medications such as methadone, Suboxone, and Subutex, combined with inpatient treatment, you can achieve lasting recovery. Most insurance is accepted, so call us now. Please call 800-620-8166. 1965, engineers put a man on the moon with technology less powerful than any smartphone. I became an engineer because of them. Now I'm at Verizon building a powerful 5G experience for America. We call it 5G Ultra Wideband. When I think of where people might go with it, I think of them.
overwhelming of emotions from draft prospects and their families, their loved ones, the moment they hear their names called. And after they walked onto the stage, put on the new era draft hats, the waterwork kept on flowing when some of them got surprised with special messages from their loved ones.
Hey, my baby boy, my yay. And he always asks me, he say, Mom, why are you looking at me like that? And I look at you because I'm just so amazed of the person that you've become. And he used to ask me all the time, is things on TV real? Well, this time it's real.
This big bro, I want to say congratulations. We made it. We definitely made it. All of those years of hard work that we put in, going out there to Oswald Park, no money in our pocket. Mama got to give me $5 for gas. It all paid off.
I'm so excited for what the next chapter holds for you.
I miss my dad every day, and I feel his presence here. I clearly recall the day when I told you of his passing. Know that your Father D would be very proud of you today.
My baby boy, this is your shop, this is your chance. You're the one who made this happen.
Boza.
Oh, baby boy, what you done for me? What you kept me fighting? You kept me being strong. You keep me pushing, looking to be the best person I can. You treat me so much good, and thank you for that.
Take it all in, you still got a lot of work on, got a lot to do, and again, have a wonderful family night. Congratulations, man. Tell him big boss I love, man. You know,
If Papa was still here, he would have told you, couldn't do the let him leave. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see you smiling in the front. Love, Mama.
Play, mama.
Just keep doing your thing, man, because I'm so proud of you, son. I'm so proud of you. Love you, and just can't wait to see what's next in forward for you.
Not only is the entire
I like
family proud of
him.
you, the skies and the earth are glowing with joy.
Light skins together here.
No matter what, I'll never stop fighting for you and Papa.
You love your name.
You want to see a Dallas Cowboys and when he says it's all
We're so pumped for you and so proud, and we love you. Congrats.
Yes.
That's it. Go Bees, yeah.
I love you. And welcome to the NFL family.
All he has brothers in that.
That's what it is.
One's like it's like one of the Jacksons.
Unbelievable. I love seeing them. It's been all starting when crying watching you guys. No joke.
It's so great.
Amazing.
When you watch this, the one that pops them, and they all do. The Devin Bush one, really, when whoever is the younger one, it's incredible. I mean, I'm sitting here weeping. I can watch that again. Just run it back right now.
Great job by the producers finding exactly who would be meaningful to make those messages, reaching out to them, having the foresight to do that in such a huge moment. All the adrenaline in the role, and then to see or read that, pretty wild.
Yeah, we celebrate these men because they get drafted, they get a ton of money, they're praise and admiration, and they become superstars in the league. But they wouldn't be anything without their families, and that's no exaggeration. These guys would not be in front of us celebrated as the best athletes in the world without the parents and the siblings that support them. The one that stood out to me was Kyler Murray, because his father was just sitting there, chilling, and he's just so proud of him, and so matter of fact, almost as if he knew it. Even on draft day, they dapped each other up and they just did one slap with a pat on the back. There's been stuff said.
You are so smart, Mike. I wish I was so smart.
That's what.
Okay, how are we doing? Okay, look, he's rolling without me. Okay, so that's the link to the new channel. I see we've already got 2 subscribers. Woohoo! Okay, and so what we'll be doing is we'll be doing work and stuff.
As a young black man that has his father.
It's going inside. This is actually going to go behind the sofa, and what we're going to do with it is, this is kind of cool. It's basically so that way it's taking up 10 inches of space behind the table, and we're going to put 4 of these in the top of it. So what it'll be is you'll be able to plug your USB and everything else that's just plugged into the wall. You've got tons of outlets. You can put lamps and things on there. So this will be kind of cool for him to be able to work with. Another thing we are going to do, he's going to do a man cave as well. I've got tops to my old, so I think it's over here. No. I think, oh no, it's over here. That's that one, but I thought I had a middle size one.
Yeah, it's downstairs.
No, but I thought I made 4 of them all
Two
together.
downstairs and then one more up here.
Yeah, there's this one. Well, we're gonna probably take this for E2 Blue. This is my, hate to waste wood, especially since it's cherry, but this is not an airplane wing, but this is actually one of the tops to my old desk, and I made a bigger one to go on there for it. So we're going to recycle this wood or repurpose this wood and make E2 Blue a spread like roaches in the hood. Come on, man. Why we got to be roaches in the hood?
Blank Rashid, he's the one that said it.
Oh, that's a Rashid thing?
Yeah, because like cockroaches because we're everywhere. Which is somewhat true.
Hey, don't be mad. Don't be mad that nobody wants to be a stinking Giant fan. That everybody wants to be a Cowboys fan. Don't hate.
At least Rashid is one of the few ones that actually owns up to being a Giants fan. I got respect that.
I ain't mad at you. So these are the 2 end pieces over there that we're gonna end up doing. And then once these set up, we actually have the longer stretchers. These are going to go. Yeah, we'll go this way with it. So it's kind of cool when you start putting all this stuff together. And then I'm still working on this crazy shit here for this guy. This has been a nightmare for me trying to get these things done, but I've got to try and figure out how to get it done. So what I'm going to have to do, this is from a car. The original veneer and stuff is jacked up on it, so I've got to take this.
This is how it looks like.
That's okay. As long as what it is this got off a little bit the center, but it's okay. This is a little bit closer. Unfortunately, the original veneer on this thing is worn out, so I've got to try and pull this out, put some new veneer in it, and let me show you what veneer is. I got lucky and actually have some of this here in the shop. But this is mahogany veneer, and it's heat treated. So you take a iron to it and it melts the glue and sets in there. So I have to take out the piece that's in there and put another piece in there so I can stain it and make it work. Yeah, this is just this is kind of stuff that you really just don't like to do because it's just tedious, but it is what it is. And I think I'm gonna need an X-Acto knife to do that.
They're trying.
I'll be back.
They're trying to eat this alive.
Eat what alive?
With Daniel Jones.
Oh man.
That's all they talk about, Daniel Jones. All they talk about Daniel Jones. And he over try to justify it. Oh, 2 other teams were big Daniel Jones. No one was even thinking about Daniel Jones. Nobody was thinking about Daniel Jones. That's how ignorant you are. Two other teams would have picked Daniel Jones. Ain't nobody think about Daniel Jones. Not in the first one. 2 other teams would have picked him. Two of the teams that picked Daniel Jones.
Let's hear from Mr. Gentleman because he states that criticism for this decision.
This guy over here stupid too. He's like 2 other teams would have probably picked him by the time we picked him next. Like,
You mean the Giants guy?
That's right. He's like,
he's trying to Gettleman's trying to save his ass.
I said the Redskins weren't even thinking about him.
Gettleman said after the draft that he knew for a fact that 2 teams.
Okay, what's changed? What's changed? I like to know.
Pick came up, and some people have reported that you were one of
the Redskins weren't even thinking about him.
Well, no, we picked the player we wanted to pick.
Oh, damn.
We picked the player we wanted. We picked
Oh man, he just threw him under the bus. He's like, nah, no, bro, we didn't want.
Edelman knows for a fact
Wait, what did he say?
that teams are interested in Jones, and Allen is saying that he's almost positive that he did not. Who to believe? I really don't want to dig into that, but is this some early bulletin board material for these G-men?
Yeah, I don't know what the players think about this. From front office intrigue, though, I talked to most of these guys, and there's a lot of texting going around saying that, get them and botch this thing. And when you say botch this thing, not because they took Daniel Jones, not because they missed on Josh Allen, but by saying that line that he knows for a fact that two teams were taking.
Ain't nobody thinking about him.
That's
It's a
it.
really hard thing to say in this.
There's so many other
Everyone
players.
lies to everyone, and there's something.
Y'all had Daniel, y'all had
access to the
Haskins.
and I can tell you from everything I hear.
The Washington the New York Giants have now taken the mantle of a dumpster fire.
Do they really want to know Eli Manning? I guess that's what they want.
And Dwayne Haskins. So to me, it's fodder. I don't know if it's bulletin board material for the players. I don't even know if the players pay attention to the draft. I honestly can't tell you that it has, Ryan Kerrigan running through a wall that Daniel Jones said that.
Oh, two other teams running Daniel Jones. Two other teams running Daniel Jones.
There was some around saying, how do you know my draft report? I didn't share it with you. That takes some nerve to say that.
Yeah.
The Redskins didn't want him.
The Redskins are just idiots. Excuse me, the Giants.
I know the Redskins didn't want him. They got Haskins. We'll see if he can stay healthy.
I don't know why he said it. I don't know if he had a chance to say it again, if he would say it again. To say that he knew for a fact.
Yeah.
Such a bold statement. It's the boldest statement. It's bolder than anything
Because he's an
that
idiot.
said. Predicting a Super Bowl for the Browns. Like, to say you know
Even Rashid would agree that
GM
GM is an idiot.
Like who?
I don't reveal that information. Like, they won't even show me after the fact.
Y'all could have still gotten the man in the third round. And then we have to give up picks with the other guy that you got in the round.
Game of all places in the time when Eli, Daniel Jones, the house that Eli built, aka Jerry World, like that is a huge statement for him. Schedule-wise, Daniel Jones shots on the side.
Wait, did he actually say that?
Say what?
The house that Eli made, the Jerry World.
Well, the first couple of years, the Giants did own the Cowboys. Jerry.
I mean, that's the reason why.
Until Jobu came around. Once 2013 was when we turned
That's
it
why
around.
that's why that plexiglass on the visitor side because of Eli Manning. They were scared that the fans were gonna throw beer bottles at them. True story. You saw we playing that stadium until they get the plexiglass up. And then hit with a beer bottle.
And now we're happy when he comes into play because he's a bum.
Hey, we need them to be as we want.
It started this offseason with Odell Beckham being shipped
So
out.
as long as that be as we win, that's all I
What are
care
they gonna do
about.
without Odell? Eli being old. How old is he? Is he gonna be Eli of old or the old man Eli?
Damn. Is it gonna be old man Eli? Oh, wow.
He plays exactly like Eli Manning.
So they have to search.
You mean he looks like him too.
Everything that can motivate them is all self-created.
Alright, so we got that squared away. The next thing we can do is we can start working on the other cabinets.
They sit here listening to everything that everybody says.
Right.
And this isn't stuff that we're picking at. These are decisions that are made from the top.
Hello, everybody. Mark Holmes here. We are
Just players. It's not, hey,
doing our day job here.
Y'all dumb.
And what I'm trying to do,
Who was going to pick Daniel Jones in the first round?
what we're gonna do, I put the link in here already for the new channel that I'm creating, which will be Jobu on the job.
Going to have an opportunity to
Oh,
either
yeah.
good or bad in the near future, maybe even in the next.
How do we know that?
Sean Lee, okay. Where our linebacker is, very rarely are we actually in a 4-3 where we're actually using three linebackers. More times it's basically that two linebacker set. So you've got Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith as our starters. Sean Lee is the one who's going to be coming off the bench. So they're going to keep him in bubble wrap until absolutely positively necessary, which I think is good. Now, for those who hate Sean Lee and say, why is he still on the team? He's a veteran that knows more than most coaches do. And the interesting thing about Sean
That's
Lee,
not the point, though. The point is he shouldn't be getting a lot of reps.
well, I tell you what though, every time Sean Lee has gotten hurt, when he's come back, he's played outstanding. So
Yeah,
if that,
What happened to Van Der Esch?
I see it's a challenge.
that was last year.
Went down.
Okay, what happens if Van Der Esch gets hurt? That's what we're looking at, okay? He's in a role than where he was before. Last year, they were trying to say, Sean Lee, we want him to be, getting out there and stuff because, this is the last hurrah possibly. And they made that mistake, but I don't think they'll make that mistake again. That they won't be putting players out there when they're not ready to be playing. They did that with Morris Claiborne 2 years before as well. And, Morris Claiborne missed like 6-7 weeks and then came back just for the playoffs and they put him out there and that was a major mistake. So hopefully they've learned from that.
Because it's not just that Daniel Jones will be compared to them. Daniel Jones will also be compared to Darnold and Baker and all of those guys they passed on last year. So, he's got to be good.
And we traded Odell away as well. There's that entire wrinkle, and then of course raised a few eyebrows. And now he's a Cleveland Brown. Cleveland's projected to have one of their most successful seasons.
Yeah, this is the thing that just is crazy to me.
He thinks about the hype.
That's successful for the Browns to go 8-1.
John, you're the most hyped team in the NFL right now.
Okay, but you know what? I'll tell you what. Here's what.
They'll go 8-8.
You know what pisses me off? But no, actually I like it because it's a chip on the shoulder. You go through the preseason polls right now, which are meaningless. Let's be honest, they're meaningless. They have the Cowboys at 10th. At least they have us in a playoff position. But you know who they have in front of us? They have the Cleveland Browns at 8. They have the Eagles. This is really gets to me because they keep talking about the Eagles. We kicked their ass twice last year, but they say and won the division. And yet they say that the Eagles will be better than us next year.
They're warning his team, not to read their own press clippings.
How does that work? How does that work? That's some bullshit right there.
The Browns are going to make their wild card. They're not winning the first game.
They're not winning their division.
I didn't say they were. I said they're going to probably get a wild card if they're lucky.
I say at best, they're third.
I always laugh at the term press.
No, they're going to go 8-8.
I think John Dorsey actually clips out press clippers with scissors. I like that he's saying, I hate hype. Well, then you should have assembled the Avengers, fam. I mean, come on now. It's like Frank Drum saying, nothing to see here as a fireworks factory is exploding behind. You better love hype, John. It's kind of
Yeah, the hype is there. They definitely have a lot of talent. I've been hyping these guys for quite some time. It seemed like I was 3 years too early saying that the Browns are going to be good.
Yeah, every year we're always talking about the Browns going to be good. The Browns going to be good. One of the years they're going to be right.
Browns player. Don't believe me. Take it from Public Enemy in 1988. Don't believe the hype. Don't do it. I know you guys are talented. And on paper, some of the best players in the league, especially the young nucleus that you guys have. I'm start drinking your own Gatorade. Not yet. Let me do the hype. Because I do feel like.
You know what they're going to be like?
The only X factor is Freddie.
Remember the Eagles dream team? When they had Vince Young and all those guys that they signed in the offseason?
Our guy out west, Keenan Allen.
Oh, yeah.
And they signed Namdi, which was the best cornerback that nobody ever heard of from the Raiders. They had Vince Young. They had Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, all these guys. And they didn't do doo-doo. Didn't do doo-doo. In fact, led to Andy Reid losing his job. So all of this stuff that you keep believing that, oh my God, they got all these players. They are the dream team too.
Automatically adjust on each side to keep you both comfortable. And smart?
We already know Odell's going to be a cancer.
Smart or sweet. So you can come out swinging.
and he's with his boy, homeboy,
Focus.
Landry.
Wake up rested and ready for anything. Sleep Number is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses by J.D. Power. Save $400 on select Sleep Number 360.
But then again,
only for a limited time.
There are
what do I know?
multiple
I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll working at work.
She's saying a whole lot of people want to buy this.
They do better than 8 and 8, then they'll surprise some people.
Yeah, well, it won't be a surprise because they're predicting them to be better than the Cowboys.
I said for me, it'll be a surprise if they go better than if they go 9 and 7.
Skin, I get ingrown hair.
But they won't do better than 9 and 7. 8 and 8 is probably the best they'll probably
That's a great
can achieve this year.
fence in the middle. It gives a nice smooth shave.
They have to do something. Trying to sell that stadium.
It's me, Chief.
2028.
No,
They're getting a new stadium.
Is that what it is?
That's right. That's the selling.
Two or more.
Just like the Rams, they gotta sell that new stadium. Not saying they're gonna win a Super Bowl, but you never know. They might be in a Super Bowl before then. They gotta sell that stadium. But somebody has to pay for it.
Indeed. Are you in good hands?
That's about 9 years, so they got some time. That's why they're hyping them up as much as they are now. They're trying to sell that new stadium.
This is really, really tedious, guys. This is the guy had a gun that I fixed for him, and then I got to finish these parts for his car. He's like, as soon as you get finished, I got some other guys with some guns that need to be repaired. It's like, I'm not trying to do this kind of stuff. This is too tedious, and it's not something you can really make money on. Not that it's all about the money, but I'd rather be building some cabinets than trying to do some shit like this. And then I'm still not even sure how to do this. This is a grill. Actually, I wonder if I could use, if I have any. This is made out of plywood. This is just going to be a nightmare.
Tired of having my calls dropped. It's very frustrating.
Why blonde? So it's Verizon.
I was having these issues, and my friend said, well, maybe you should switch over to Verizon. And then I heard that I could get Apple Music if I switched over.
Well,
And I said,
let's see.
music is
Let's go
very
ahead and cut cut the plywood. I'm gonna come back to this. This is getting on my nerves here. Looking at this, it's killing my eyes. It's so close.
Welcome back to Good Morning with the Facebook the show. Hashtag GMFB as we say, what up? Zoom in Culver City.
What up there, Kay and fellas? Lots to get to. Starting here in LA, Chargers quarterback Philip Rivers is certainly proven to be as durable as they come. 219. Touchdowns. The Chargers did pick up Easton Stick in the draft, but GM Tom Skoleska was on up to a minute and talked about when we can expect him to get done for Rivers.
Yeah, I don't have a timetable on it right now, but I think everybody knows, what our intentions are and how we feel about Philip. And, he's our leader, he's our quarterback. I know we drafted a quarterback in the 5th round. I think it'd be a little optimistic to say that he's the heir apparent to Philip Rivers. We're not going to put a ceiling on him, but we love where Philip is. We love where Tyrod Taylor is. We think Philip is only a good football player still. But I don't have a timetable on anything contract related yet.
Well, Rivers' future is secure, but Chris Harrison remains in limbo at the moment. The Broncos quarterback requesting a trade of a new deal that will pay him $15 million per. NFL Network's James Palmer reporting that contract talks have not begun between both sides. According to James, teams are still interested in possibly trading for Harris. He's set to earn $7.8 million in base salary in the final year of his contract. Harris' teammate on defense, Von Miller, is taking on a fun assignment here. Miller will be a lifestyle correspondent for NBC's coverage of the Kentucky Derby. Miller saying in a statement he's looking forward to showcasing the excitement, fashion, and enthusiasm at Churchill Downs. Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be there.
All right, so let me see if I can fix this little piece while I'm here. If I get this piece on here, I feel really good.
Kenny and the rest of you, have you been to Kentucky Derby? Because that is truly one of those sports bucket lists if you haven't done it yet.
I have not done it.
I have not either. I heard bucket in Kentucky and little chicken. That is too like
I don't know, it's a great idea for us to go.
Probably about it.
Also a great idea.
It's probably great.
If only for the hats.
And yeah,
It's
everyone
good.
would come and go.
This is crazy trying to do this. Look at this. This is actually a veneer, okay? This is actually real wood. They cut real thin, and then they put like a meltable glue on it. What's up? Hey, we're doing our day job. And what we're doing is we're going to be building, I've got some bookcases I've got to build for one project. I've got some car parts for an antique car that I have to fabricate. And I've got a table for E2 blue that's not only stained on the top, the legs are painted. Damn it, E2. And we're hanging out. I've got a bit of a cold, trying not to get it to my son.
James White.
But I am better than I was yesterday.
How many of those legs did you cut?
Actually 7. I cut one extra one. I gotta finish.
No, making sure I sand it.
I think I didn't grout all of them. But.
Well, that's fine, but they need to be sand.
Right, so that's.
You have a better chance than most teams you know that to win a Super Bowl. Sonny Michel was drafted and was like, I got a good shot to go.
Who's winning the Super Bowl?
So well, better than anybody.
Oh, David's still in the draft.
I'm gonna go a little bit off the board here. Third round pick, and it was
So-
Weber was a steal.
one of these thirds.
This thing goes
Michael Weber was a
in
steal.
here, so good thing is at least most of this is hidden.
Oh my goodness.
Cell phone service out, tornado, everything. Could not get a hold of
This is crazy, this piece right here. Good lord.
22nd pick. Just happens to be Jalen Ferguson, Louisiana Tech, is an awesome player as well. Had a crazy week, unfortunately, where his whole town was just ravaged by horrible conditions, and yet he comes out on top going to the Ravens. If you wonder what kind of player Jalen Ferguson is, take a look at the all-time leading.
Here we go, guys. See if I can get this shit together.
Look at this. Who's number one? Jalen Ferguson. And look who he's replacing. Okay, those are all NFL names. You look at Kerrigan and Miller. Guess who we had more than Terrell Suggs, who fell
Dang.
there and had one of the great Arizona.
So this iron
Had the most
will
sacks.
heat up
Also a heck of a
the veneer. Now, most of your furniture that you buy these days, it's not real wood anymore. It's veneer. Most of the time, personally, I am a person that loves to make solid wood furniture things, or at least plywood.
Unless you're doing,
But most of your furniture is like this. This is particle board. Basically, it's wood chips and glue, which has formaldehyde on it.
it's only good for landing.
Well, that's what they, most of your cabinets you go to Home Depot.
I'm talking
But what
about
they'll
like,
do is they'll put basically a vinyl spray on the base of it, and then they'll put a wood veneer.
What's crazy is that after that game in college, Cliff came up to me and told me, "You're a beast, man. I love you, and I'm in love with your
Maybe
game."
you want
laminate countertops, and that's what
He is a guy who has a lot to say.
But what they do is, hold on, there's
negative about him, and there he is with Kyler, with Isabel, with all
It's so
those
long.
guys building
I don't even know if I
here.
still have it anymore.
He says this week he feels
It's
very
it's
left
the
out.
laminate
And between
trimmer.
now and Sunday,
It's
he's gonna try to
green.
binge all 70+ hours of Game of Thrones. And that's 70+. He said
Goes to show you I don't even use this stuff anymore because I didn't have the laminate trimmer.
I know what it looks like, but I don't know.
But I have a piece that actually glides on with it, but I'm just gonna deal with the utility.
He got what he wanted. In love with the guy, he grabbed
But
it.
basically, all it's gonna be is you go through
There were 3 quarterbacks selected in the first round. Kyler one of them, and 11
And you trim
quarterbacks
it.
overall in the 2019 draft. I keep saying it like Edelman, quarterbacks. That's not right.
and that's what they do. And they say, "Oh, it's mahogany furniture." Well, it's veneered.
Quarterback room, do you think has the most
don't like veneer.
interesting draft weekend?
I'm with the Dolphins.
Okay, now this is gonna be the tough one.
I love Hard Knocks, which is the next guy. But give me that quarterback room with Rosen and Fitzpatrick. If Rosen
So this is hand cut. See the curves?
This room is perfect. It's fascinating. The made guy, the up and coming guy, I want in that room so badly. Dolphins.
I love that. There are a couple quarterbacks in the league who get beat up a little bit in the media, and they're kind of punching bags. I think Tannehill for a while was one of those guys. I think Andy Dalton is one of those guys. Andy
Dak
Dalton,
Prescott.
in the media, he's never won a playoff
Makes a
game.
lot of money.
Makes a lot of money. It's a very easy target. The Bengals hired their first offensive head coach in over 25 years.
Take a look at that.
And one of the draft picks.
So I just have to trim it. So these are pieces that will look like the wood. This is actually plywood that they bent to make this thing. This car is like 40 or 50 years old or so. So once this cools, I can trim that and then I can sand the rest of this and get it together. So that's what we're going to do on that. Okay. All right. So now we got that veneer out the way.
I think it's interesting when you've got the young coach, the young quarterback, and the incumbent who was drafted by a different organization and a different regime, a different head coach.
I'm going to route these real quick and then we're going to cut some plywood. Okay, so everybody, actually, let me do this real quick. I'm going to post the link to our new channel, okay? The new channel, Jobu's Day Job, on here. So subscribe on that because we'll do these work days. So we kind of separate what we're doing. So that way, if you really wanted to see us doing work, building different projects and things like that, getting down and dirty, it'll be Jobu's Day Job. And we won't be doing live streams on here. And it kind of gives us a little bit of a backup if something ever happens with YouTube. And YouTube is going through a whole lot of changes right now where you don't know what to expect. You want to make sure that you have a backup plan, plan B. So let me go post that link real quick.
And also 3 national championships. Maybe he can teach Philip Rivers how to win the big game. Okay. So I got Easton Stick going to the Chargers in the 5th round. I love winners. And a guy that didn't win in college, the big game, a guy that didn't win in
Easton Stick is like, what about me?
I'll submit a sneaky one. I think the Panthers one would be really sort of interesting.
It's fascinating.
Will Greer, 3rd round guy.
Charlotte kid.
Does Cam Newton embrace him? How does that work? How's he feeling? What's going on in that room? Because all I know
All right, it's kind of funny because I'm going in and I'm seeing myself on the screen because it's delayed. But that's the link. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, take 2 shots of whiskey and a cop drop or 2 and drop it in. Okay. And you'll feel good for about an hour. I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. Yesterday I basically slept. And that seemed to do the trick. I slept a little bit better last night after drinking half a bottle of NyQuil, but I'll be okay. I'll survive. What up, people? Can't do the Thanksgiving game. I'm going to tell you, we will be at the. We're going to have a ball.
I have to go for Thanksgiving unless you want to see Buffalo.
No.
Unless you want to see Mr. Buffalo sauce.
No. We're not going on holiday. But we're going to be at the Giant game, opening game, because we're going to kick off everything with Cowboys Experience. Cowboys Experience, guys. We are going to be doing shit with Cowboys Experience. I am excited. We're going to make a Facebook page to start talking about the Dallas Cowboys game. A bunch of people have asked me about what I'm playing on the tailgate. Cowboys Experience may be bringing up a player or two for our tailgate. They're helping to sponsor me, so we're going to be able to do a whole lot more. And I'm hoping that we have 200 plus Cowboy fans there. We're going to have big TV, so that way we'll be able to be outside if we're, if you don't want to go to the game, because here's the thing that's sad to me about football. And if you go to Cowboys Experience, make sure you tell them that Jobu Sports sent you, because they're having some extra giveaways and stuff, because, they say, hey, thank you for bringing us clients. But here's what's going to be cool. The thing that's lost in football now, the teams have kind of forgotten about a lot of the fans. Because buying the tickets, and you guys know, the game tickets, they're going up. And even the nosebleed seats are now like $250 a game.
Why would you want to go inside the stadium? You'll be outside
Well,
the parking lot and
and see, that's what we did last year. Last year, me and Clarence went inside the game, but Michael Anthony, E2 Blue, and people, we actually tailgated.
Most people stayed outside.
We tailgated out in the parking lot. We had a 50-inch TV. I think I'm gonna get a 65-inch TV.
The only bad thing it was a lot of wind. But other than that, it was good.
Well, it'll be earlier in the season, so it may be
cold
warmer.
wasn't as bad, it was just the wind.
But we're going to tailgate it, so even if you don't want to buy a ticket, but you want to be part of a tailgate and be around all these Cowboy fans, we're going to have a TV out there. Maybe we'll get a couple. Because we bring, if we do that generator, if we buy the inverter, I think.
When the game.
Because here's the thing, we can cast off my phone,
the good
right?
thing is the 1 o'clock.
Because
the Wi-Fi will be on early. By 1 o'clock, you can use the Wi-Fi.
But see, I can watch Verizon on my phone, so it's just a matter of how do I get it from my phone if it's not Wi-Fi. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. We will figure. Well, actually, the antenna would have worked. It's just they didn't have CBS.
That's right.
CBS game.
Because it's freaking Tony Romo.
Yeah, because Tony Romo fucked it up for us. Romo.
No, it's not Tony Romo. The last time he played on CBS or whatever the channel was, we lost by the same amount of points.
That's right. Tony Romo's a jinx when it comes to the Cowboys. But anyway, what we'll be able to do is, listen, you'll be able to come to our tailgate, hang out with all the fans, even if you don't want to go. And I got to be honest with you, FedEx Field sucks. It is the worst stadium in the NFL.
You have to go inside at least one time. Man.
Being in the parking lot is better than being in the stadium. No
You have to go at
joke.
least inside
You bring a
once.
chair, you got chicken wings, you got Mojo Punch and everything else. So, Gerald Chavez, talk to Barry. And like I said, what I'll do is I'll post the link for Cowboys Experience. And what you'll be able to do, they have a ticket broker that does away games. And you know how when you go to StubHub, they add like $40 or $50 onto the fee of the ticket and stuff. You'll be able to miss that. And because you're part of coming with us, you'll get some other incentives and things like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it hand friendly, because if you haven't really tailgated at a game, I'm telling you, we've had more fun tailgating than actually going to the game. I'm being honest with you. Meeting the fans and hanging out and talking football, yelling at the rest of
the Eagles one was actually good too. The tailgate.
Yeah, the tailgate was great. The game sucked because we got our ass
I'm glad
kicked.
they're going south on that one. I'm okay being in the parking lot.
How much I don't know yet because it's still early. I mean, you can buy tickets now, but I tell you what I do personally is I wait till like the week and a half before the games, because right now they're premium price, okay? But what happens is season ticket holders who are holding on to those tickets, they start seeing that, okay, there's still a lot of tickets left. They start lowering the prices. And sometimes I bought tickets like Wednesday before a Saturday game, $150 less than what it would have cost me the week before. But that's what I do. But the only problem with that is sometimes you don't have as good of choices there, but you'll get better prices. But here it is, FedEx Field. This is how crazy how much FedEx and Redskins suck. People will buy the top level tickets, and because that stadium doesn't fill up, what the Redskins people do is they go up on the top decks and they say, hey, you, why don't you come sit down on a lower level? We'll give you tickets to go down there, because they want people to be seen. Yeah. That don't happen in Dallas. But we're going to be doing a huge tailgate. We got another guy's coming up who's going to be barbecuing. They're bringing another guy up. We're going to have Purdue Chicken is going to be sponsoring us and giving us all the chicken wings that we need. So it's going to be huge. So I'm going to make a Facebook page for that. And when I do, I'll post the link for the Facebook page. So if anybody's interested, even if you don't have tickets to the game, or if you want to go to the game, we'll have a place where you can get tickets and everything else. So hopefully we can be together in the same section.
This is coming from the desert.
What are we getting ready to start cutting?
We're going to start well for the cabinets.
Oh yeah, where's it? I have that. Oh, here it is right here. I need to know what this needs to be. Okay, you can move all this stuff off of here so we can start getting that stuff together. And I'll go back to this stuff later. This is the first day I've been actually able to get out here and do some work. Although I'm kind of running out of steam a bit. It's cold, it's been kicking my ass. Okay, so 107.5 is my ceiling height. I got these were 20 to 29.
Oh my goodness. They thought he was funny. They guys are funny. They're like, unbelievable. Peter, speak. Talk about it.
Rookie minicamp start in a couple weeks.
Okay.
For the world to be taken by storm for Kyler Murray. I feel like we have beaten up the Cardinals for how they treated this thing.
Okay, so 77 is what I need it to be.
And everyone has cried a bunch of tears for Josh Rosen. I want to see
Josh Rosen got the best deal in the world. Got out of that dumpster fire. Got away from that dumpster fire. Not winning the division, but at least a nicer place.
Everything he stands for and risk everything possible in his job security to make this move. That chance is like this is real deal. God forbid he actually did it. I mean, all the people critiquing this thing and all the people that were saying he wouldn't have gotten the top 20 if Arizona didn't do this, which is what I've heard. Guess what? There's a chance this guy's really good, and everyone's going to be quiet.
We want to make the top pieces.
So I'm going to say this.
What we're doing is we're actually building bookcases that are built in to go on each side of a doorway. And so we have 107 half inches tall. So we have base cabinets. You're going to have a pull-out a TV that's going to be on a extension. So we have to make the upper bookcases, which are only going to be 8 inches wide. So let me set this up here. Start cutting the plywood.
Let's bring this thing on. We have no.
More so?
Yes. This is from the user quote, excuse me, let me get it right. The black hole enchilada. All right, interesting. He could barely contain his emotions when it came to recapping the Raiders' time in Nashville. Here's what he had to say about the Silverbacks draft. Stay woke, everybody.
Hello everybody, Mark Holmes here, and I'm sorry about the noise, but we're actually working our day job, building some cabinets. This is not, that's, alright, here's what you can do too. You can actually take this thing and start sanding this out. So I can actually start getting the table routed. What I need is, this part sanded from here. So this is actually our top of our table. Michael's going to sand it, and then I'm going to route a quarter round around on it. And I got to do something else down here. Had to adjust it up to let it go. It's hard out here for a pimp. It really is hard out here for a pimp. So tell me, I'm curious out there. If you could do anything you wanted to for a career, what would you be doing and why? Inquiring minds want to know. What is your dream job? Okay, so this is a router. That's a round number 2. So that's the tabletop. We actually stained this a grayish, a gray color, and then the base of it I think is white. Or is it black? I gotta see what it is. That's kind of cool. Now, we use the biscuit joiner here to make this chicken sit. Pretty good liner cut right here. Michael's gonna fill that in a little bit with filler. That little spot right there, and then sand it out so it'll be primo before we sand it. But not bad at all. And I tell you what, when this is done, this thing will hold up a lot longer than anything you'll buy at IKEA. I can guarantee you that. You know how when you get stuff from IKEA and you move from one place to the next, it just literally is just done? Not my stuff. My stuff will last you forever. Forever, ever. So that's one of the things I like. Are you putting some filler in here? About the smoke going? You get a little tired right now. Okay, so now it says 70.
I agree. I think that sort of satirical build-up of why are we
So 77.
I do think it really matters. I don't think
What I need those
I think it matters.
77.
The thing that's interesting though is it pertains to AB. He had a lot to say, not all the positive, and he still has Twitter. And I just look, that follow. If he wants to say something, if he wants to put a message to somebody, he still has that. It's just off Instagram. So it was real juicy when Rosen unfollowed the Cardinals because it was like an official divorce. This, he may start up again tomorrow. Is he really off of it? Ed Sheeran was pulled it off here after the game closing. He got right out. I don't know. I would be really off.
We'll see what happens on Instagram.
AB is off Instagram. You know what? I would recommend that for most football players. Stay off of the web. Stay off the weed and stay off the web because you just get in trouble. But although I will say I really love seeing all of the posts from the Dallas Cowboys at Duke and stuff. You know, you see DeMarcus Lawrence is still wearing a sling. Don't like seeing that, but I like the togetherness of my team. My teammates aren't out there talking smack on other players or their past teams. They're all getting along real well. So, if you like what we're doing in here in the workshop and like to hang with us during the day, I've got the new channel that I'm starting up. Miss Jackie, hey Miss Jackie's sending me some more information and stuff. See, look, it's nice when I wake up and I see posts from Miss Jackie on things that are going on with the Cowboys. She's making my life a lot easier. I think we could have a great offense. And let's look at, here's the thing. People keep talking about how bad our offense was, but if you look at the second half of the season, Dak Prescott was well over 4,000 yards if you took those 8 games and made a mirror of it. So our offense was already playing so much better. And understand, we went 7-2 down the second half of the season. 7-2. 2 trades that the Dallas Cowboys could make. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Let me post the link again. And I'm going to get some more coffee too while Michael's sanding.
The Chargers and the Chiefs are put up 40 points, and I don't know if Joe Flacco is doing battle with that. I was surprised they didn't get more defense.
I did a Broncos-Browns game late in the season last year. I was amazed at how little I knew the Broncos' offensive personnel. I mean, Deshaun Hamilton was on our show. He was a nice kid, not an NFL superstar. He was a big part of that. Guy named River Craycraft, guy named Chad Hansen, guy named Aaron Burbridge. These were the guys that were expected to do it, and Emmanuel Sanders, the Akeem Talibs, they weren't out on the field when it was. So this is a new era for them. I like the Noah Fant pick. I like Dalton Baker, obviously a great kid. I think they had to go offense, and now let's see if they can put it all together.
It's a nice, fun young crew. The core, I feel like, is great. Lindsey and Sutton, he had an opportunity last year. But defenses, the linebackers, the secondary, that's something that you still want to address. Luckily, even in the AFC West, some of these teams also have holes, just like they do. The big question mark for me, Trades, is how much are they going to get out of Joe Flacco?
That's it.
I don't know what he has.
What do you got left?
I have no idea how to size him up as a quarterback.
He's got an awesome new tight end, an awesome lineman. That's going to help a lot. Good running back. Yeah. And he has motivation. And maybe more motivation than he has had in the past. And think about it, he's a Baltimore Raven for a long time and an absolute legend in the jersey that he was in. And I'm not saying he was ever comfortable or complacent.
I better turn down the TV because I can actually hear that. So that's the link right there from the new channel. And the way YouTube is acting up, I better turn that down just a little bit before they say that I'm right. What do you think?
Broncos fans need no motivation. Everybody's talking about Patrick Mahomes.
And actually, that's the second go round for it anyway.
One day? Yeah.
We'll see what they had to say on worst take, Dallas Cowboys. So my question to you guys was, if you could do anything you wanted to for a career, okay, and don't say be a billionaire, what would you like to do for a job? Me, I love building. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So we can get up to 1,000 subscribers on there, then I can actually take my cell phone and I can live stream from anywhere on there. So right now the only way I can live stream is actually using my laptop, and I don't want to take my laptop out in the shop and things like that. Oh, and let me cut these pieces of wood, these pieces of plywood real quick, and then I want to actually go over something. Photography? Oh, well, you know what, JC, actually, Photography, oh my God. When we did the road trip, listen, I've done a couple things in my life that have been incredible. My wife works for United Way, and they had to do photo shoots with all 32 teams for a billboard campaign, I want to say in 2013 or 2014. And so we had to get the photographer there, we had to get the equipment there, and it was like during training camp. And so sometimes we had to be in two places that same day, and trying to fly to each one of them. By the time you got the equipment and everything else, check out the airport and everything, it was just a nightmare. So we did it by vehicle. I drove 14,500 miles across the country with a photographer who ended up teaching me a lot about photography. And it was crazy because, like, we drove from DC to Pittsburgh, did our first photo shoot, then drove to Cleveland, bed down, got up in the morning, shot footage in Cleveland in the morning, then drove to Detroit, did Detroit in the afternoon, drove from Detroit to Cincinnati, 6 o'clock in the morning, drove to Greenbrier, West Virginia, got the Saints there, and drove from there through the night, stopped in the middle of the night somewhere in Tennessee, but ended up in Tennessee then the next day. From Tennessee, we took a day off. Then I think we drove to Indianapolis, St. Louis, Chicago, New York, down to Richmond to catch the Redskins, up to Philadelphia. That was one leg right there. I think I got everybody. But working with, God, I can't think of his name. He taught me a lot of tricks about taking photography, about lighting and things like that. And it's really, really cool. Cooking is another thing I love doing too because, well, you guys know I love to eat. But the great thing, at least for me, with YouTube is I can kind of combine all of the things that I do and put them on here as a hobby. So YouTube is not a bad thing. I don't know what happened. The stream ended. Sorry, guys. Beth gets not a great signal out here in the garage. I love building, I love cooking, I love YouTube. I envy all the people who can actually do football talk for a living. I would love to be able to do that. But I'm happy to do it here on YouTube. So, fortunately I lost the signal, so I lost a bunch of you guys, and now let's see if we've got to go to work. See you later, Chavez. Well, I'm glad you like the DC Cowboys. PR agent for a multi-million-dollar, oh, that would be cool. Entertainer, athlete, or movie star. A realtor for Rick Falk. Who's Rick Falk? Rich Falk. For a living, as in work? Okay. got jokes. I got to do something to make. Have a good one, Gerald. I got to do something. In fact, I got a major problem for myself, and that is my knee is getting worse by the minute. So I've got to figure out a way that I can survive for 6 months while I'm getting my knee back together, which is not going to be an easy. This is going to be a little noisy, so forgive me, guys. Thickness planer here. And what this is it's a 3 horsepower, 3-blade knife thing that's going to take this, I'm going to take this down to about 1/4 of an inch. Now, most planers aren't down that low, because I actually have a stand that have them up. So they're about this high, so you can stand up in it. But because my workshop is so small, I made it to it where it's up underneath the table saw to save space. So I can still run 9-foot boards in here without taking up any more footprint. Just like that. So we took a piece of wood that was 3/4 of an inch. We took it down to 1/4. So now what I've got to do is I've got to make it look like this thick. So I've got to cut out this and cut out the center of it as well. The things I have to do. So, let me say this much. When we talk about dream jobs, I would say I'm doing what I enjoy doing. I love building. I'm addicted to YouTube. I love talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And I love working with my son. I don't know if he loves that or not as well. But what I'm really hoping to be able to do is I have rental properties. I like taking old houses, basically houses nobody else wanted. One of my favorite ones that I have was a farmhouse that was built in 1908 and literally was falling on the ground, had been basically vacant for like 10 years. And I bought Oh, well, Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, Dallas Cowboys. Here's my thing as far as that goes. YouTube is going through their issues and things. Same thing with Facebook and all that. You don't know if those platforms are really going to be there forever. There's a lot of great content, not just with me. I don't know that mine's great or not, but when you look at like Law Nation, you look at West Coast, and I'm going to be doing a video later with Miss Jackie's posted some stuff to me, but I'm going to be doing a video later on today with West Coast Tyson tonight and stuff. He's great on Facebook. That's where his following is. But when you start thinking about the content that we're able to put out between Vosh, Law Nation, me, Michael Anthony, E2 Blue and stuff, I think we could almost have like our own network where we have regular shows and programs that you can go through and see because
Vimeo.
Well, Vimeo, but the problem is that YouTube is the 800-pound gorilla that is the platform that has the reach and the monetizations and stuff.
You can have a paid platform on Vimeo, and they won't mess with you like YouTube.
Well, and ultimately, that's what it may end up needing to be.
$2 a month. What's the hardest one say? $2.99 is damn near free. It's 10 cents.
Is that what they say?
Damn
near free. Is
it's
that
10 cents a day. They also have better platforms too.
Largely on the wonderment of one individual continuously placed in ISO that dances on you and creates everything for everybody else. Again, against the Golden State Warriors, you're not going to beat them with James Harden being in an ISO situation. It has to be, I think he has to put forth a Herculean effort now. But I think it's one of those situations that if you had a different system and other teams were consistently reliable and you had to worry about as much or nearly as much as you had to worry about it would be different. But because of the only on how James Harden flowed against the likes of a Kevin Durant, 7 feet tall, Iguodala 6'8", Draymond 6'8", 6'9", Klay Thompson 6'7". I just think it's so much to ask, and that's why I think it's over. Over. O-V-E-R, over. And all respect my man Paul Pierce. He just picked the wrong series to proclaim early. It wasn't Buck Celtics. It's this one. This is the one you can call early.
Got to cut this out. It got that center portion of this, and then make this into a grill. Yeah. Forgive me here for a second. This is gonna be hard to do this part. The spindles for that. I never ordered them. Which is the well, it's one way I can do it, but that's going to be very difficult to do. Well, and I'm not even sure that it still works because I took it to them years ago, the scroll saw. Well, I can do it with the jigsaw. So. This is where I'd love to have the cordless one of these, but I don't use it that often. So I was saying that if I had my way, what I would love to be able to do again is to start rebuilding houses. I own a home that was built 200 years ago come next year, and I've got to rebuild it. But unfortunately, I haven't had the money and the time to be able to get to it and do it. And I'm hoping that I can start getting myself back on my feet well enough that I can start working on that. Because that's restoring a piece of history. Alright, so started our little starter holes here. This is really, really thin, so it's not easy to cut with. Mike, that looks great, man. Great job filling those in. Okay, so for one more time, let me say again, we have a new channel that we're going to be doing this kind of stuff on, and will be a backup channel for us in case shit happens on YouTube. So you guys can watch us doing woodworking and things like that during the day. Like I was saying, I'm hoping that within the next month that I can get back to working on this red brick house that I have, which is an incredible piece of property, and restoring it so that way we can get it back and hopefully it'll live for another 200 years. So let me post the link one more time. One more time.
who's the better player, because we understand it in our bad. But I think that when you look at Milwaukee, take for example last night, if Middleton doesn't go berserk by hitting 7 3-pointers, what could we be talking about? I think those are the kind of things that we have to pay attention to. I think that Milwaukee recognizes that as great as the Greek Freak is, and both of y'all are right in all seriousness, I think
Boy, you got it dusting going on in here. Shout out to you guys. We got 21 subscribers on our new channel. Woohoo! 2-pound studs to finish the deal. Joey Fax, my go-go man, screw the flu bug to you. You're not sick. I actually am. I'm a little tough, okay? I'm just hard to stop me. And yeah, I do have the flu bug. And I'm not trying to fake coughing, but if you'd heard me in the middle of the night, it's worse when I try to sleep. But I'm definitely better than I was.
Are you rounding both sides?
I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom. It doesn't matter. I mean, we can do both sides.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
That's the bottom side.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that from that way. That's a piece of artwork. I'm going to tell you guys a little story here. How life can throw you for a loop. The reason I am here doing what I'm doing right now today is because I hit rock bottom. And let me show you guys something here. This knee right here, this is the scar that's left from it. Of course, I got burned on top of it, which made it worse. But in 1994, I had a flesh-eating bacteria, Streptococcus A, that attacked me in my knee between Christmas and New Year's. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital having 3 knee operations to save my life. When I had this infection, there were 12 cases in the state of Virginia. 8 of the people died from it. While I was basically learning how to walk, because they cut my knee open, they scraped out the infection, they didn't close it up, they left it open for 3 days, bandaged up, went back into it, scraped it some more, and then I was on oral antibiotics for 2 months to kill it, Rocephin. Literally, I had to learn how to walk, and it was a 6-month-long process. While I was recovering, I lost a job that I really, really liked as a building engineer. But while I was recovering, what I ended up doing I started just kind of doing odd jobs for people, building a piece of furniture here and there and so on, and getting myself back on my feet. And that's what became the Woodborne, what I do now. And it's kind of fitting because I'm at the point where my other knee They're trying to get me to be able to make it till I'm at least 60 to get a knee joint replacement. But the treatments they've been doing on it, where I've gotten the shots of the chicken grease, haven't been working that well. So I can literally, when I get up in the morning, it's gotten so my knee just kind of gives way more than it used to. And I can literally feel the bone shifting back and forth on it. So if I do get the knee joint replacement, there's a couple problems with it at this point. Is typically they only last for about 8 to 15 years. And if I get it now at 53, it may be if I'm 75, I'm in a wheelchair. So they want me to try and wait until I'm 60. The other problem with it is basically the first month you can't even drive. And it's months on getting used to being able to work and things like that. So we're talking about, 4 or 5 months where I may not be able to make an income doing what I'm doing. So this is kind of like something that's going on in my head. But what it may end up being is, with the help of my son, that maybe I'm able to still build furniture, come out for an hour or two, work on it, and things like that. So, wait, hold on, Francis. Here's what you got to understand. My garage is actually heated and cooled. And what I have down here on the floor, it's actually a rubber mat. The floor is not cold, and it's 70 degrees outside, so it's not cold. So that's not the reason why I have a cold. And typically I don't get cold. I'm usually hot as hell. We got 3 fans going on in my bedroom, and I'm sleeping on top of the covers with AC on. So I like to be cold. That's not the issue. The reason I got this cold is because my wife has had it, and I'm sleeping next to her hacking all night long. You don't get sick like that. So don't think that that's it. But what you have to do in life is you have to figure out what you like to do. I didn't realize that this is what I enjoy doing until I was in my 30s. And I wish I had known that before. But I love building, and I love it places my mind when I have something problem to solve. I tried working for a company where I had to sit at a desk. I went crazy. And that's not to say that sitting behind a desk isn't cool. But it's what you like and things like that. For me, I don't mind getting dusty and dirty, like I said, getting dusty in my hair, drives my wife crazy and stuff. But I enjoy, when you look at something like this, and the great thing about having my son is, I hate sanding and finishing. But he is actually really, really good.
That's the fun part. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm glad it's fun for you, because that's the part that I hate the most. And when we did that kitchen, the reason why that kitchen looked so good was because my son was there doing all. Because I have this saying that.
You know what it's called? It's called YouTube.
Well, it's called YouTube, but no, it's also.
That's how I learned about the different grades of sandpaper.
See, I'm 98. 98%. I get gung-ho about getting started on a job, ripping the place down, getting the frame up and stuff like that. That last 2% is difficult for me, but it's the most important part. And that's why me and Michael work well, because I enjoyed making the miter on this, putting it together and all that, but I hate the finished part of it. But it's key. So maybe this is a partnership that was meant to be, me and my son.
I learned this from watching a lot of YouTube.
But look at this.
How to finish with the different grades.
Let me take the phone here. I want to show you guys this. So
this
is a couple of pieces of wood that were laminated together. See, this is one piece right here. This is another piece. You can see where the grain's a little bit different. And see here, this is one piece and this is another piece. So first we glued these together, and then we ran them through the thickness sander over here to smooth it out. And then we cut the miter, and we use these wood biscuits in here to make a strong joint. But look at how smooth that is. That is, I mean, you can't find the joint on there. And with it being, what did you sand it with? 220?
No, I don't know you had that high.
Well, I've got these 6-inch ones up here. I think those are actually 250 and 350 up there, ultra fine ones. But the finer you sand it, the better it takes with the same. See the yellow boxes that it makes, and see that's where having Michael. I hate that part of it. I hate that part of the job. Oh no, I hate punch lists. You know what? When people, and that's one thing. When I build something,
That's the one thing.
I try and build it so that way I won't get the phone calls. I hate phone call that says, "Oh, you missed a spot." Oh, fuck cute. Oh, I hate that. So that's where having Michael has been good. Having him, because I can leave him out here and say, okay, take care of that. Sanford son. And do really nice stuff. So we're coming along. But find something that you really enjoy doing and figure out how you can do that for a living. Because if you enjoy it, it's not really like a job. That's my boy. So now I'm going to make these grill parts to go in there. Stuff I have to do. Oh, thank you for the super chat, whoever gave me the super chat. Appreciate that. I'll add you to our drawing. Can't believe I got this that easily. Oh, shout out to the 21 people who are subscribers to the new channel. Woo! We only have 979 to go, and then we can live stream. Whew. Well, I think I'm going to take me a break. I'm going to get me some lunch. Take some more cold meds. Take some more of that Theraflu. My name is 905. I'm watching you work as I'm working. Own Boston salute. Amen to that. Just don't call me like a big dummy. No, we won't do that. But Dallas Cowboys production. I'm trying to figure out how we can make that whole network thing and have like regular programming stuff, where ESPN had to start someplace. But you think about Around the Horn,
Vimeo.
Huh?
Vimeo.
Well, Vimeo, but again, what?
That's the only other platform you can make your own platform with.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
Like True, make your own stuff, unlike YouTube.
That may be it.
At least you own what you put up there. YouTube.
You have a good son, Mark. Be thankful and know you are. Yeah, man. He's got a good dad, too. If E2 Blue is checking out, dude, look at that. I bought the stain for that. What did I do with the stain? I thought I bought the stain. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I thought I bought the same for it. Oh yeah, here it is. They want a gray stain for the top. So I'll make sure that that's the right color. So we can stain the varnish the top separate from the body. We can get that out of the way. Let me thank everybody who's been here supporting my channel and stuff. And make sure you check out Michael Anthony Fitness, MAF Reaction. What's your next reaction going to be on? Let's see what this looks like. Check this out and see what it looks like. I guess this is kind of, she wants gray.
Looks more black.
That's great. I think that's, I think it's gray for the top and then it's black for the base. So is that gray or is that black to you? Michael says it looks black. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's actually pretty cool looking. Let me double check because, damn. I wonder if I can look. Okay, don't put that on yet. Let me see if I can.
I wasn't putting anything on. I'm just getting all the dust off before you start varnishing it.
But he loves the sun. He loves the sun, and he always works for the Lakers.
Are you scared they might have saved you guys this free agency? Because this class is deep. They made the playoffs.
I'm just taking all the dust off.
They don't even have a retired jersey. I'm happy for y'all. Go ahead and get your shine. But the one thing about it, if the Lakers ain't winning, the Clippers will lose. And I'm into that. You know, I respect to the players. Because none of those players, every good player, I wish he was a Laker. But when it's
where is that thing?
you don't understand. Like, that's how I'm with that. Here's the problem right now. A little different right now. A little different. They have Jerry West. What happened to Miami? What happened when Jerry West went up to Golden State? I said on the radio at the time in LA, that on the 5 freeways, our Lakers didn't even hold their end of the deal. Now look at Golden State. Now look at the Clippers, and that's before this year's free agency. This is going to be a problem, right? It's going to be an issue. You know, I'm really behind, you know, Stephen A's idea. I want Jerry West back. You know, when I see the Clippers have a bobblehead night, and the bobblehead is Jerry West, it just, you know, it sends my watch.
I can't look it up from the other phone because it's no SIM card. Let's see if I can get to Messenger. So sorry about that, guys. I had to go check. Okay, so that is the color to stain the top with, and then the bottom is going to be white. So Thanks, E2, for making things difficult, which is why we use pine for the legs instead of oak. So Michael's going to go through and stain this, and then we're going to let it dry, and he can put like 3 coats of varnish on it, make it smooth like a piece of glass. All right. We got the rubber gloves. Here's a towel for you. I'll let you stain it. Take a couple of blocks of wood, get it up off the table.
Small lesson that I can say. Protected is better than conventional oil.
Yeah, you would say that around.
How about now?
Get 250,000 miles of protection. Upgrade to mobile one.
Gatorade Zero. All the electric
This is going to be nice. Shout out to everybody who's chimed in and been part of our live stream that's been going on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. That's a long time. So again, let me leave the link one more time, because what we'll do is we'll start doing live streams, at least when we're at home. I can live stream and use my laptop, and that way we can do those. But trying to build up a new channel and have it as a backup just in case YouTube be tripping. So be right back.
Maybe a better question is, what are you waiting for? Pacific goes good for those who follow their own path. That's where life anchors up. Each day, Justin chooses to walk. At work, and after work. He does it all at Dr. Schultz. Only Dr. Schultz has massaging gel insoles that provide holiday comfort to keep him feeling more energized. Dr. Schultz, sport to move. Rated and mature.
Oh, I have the gloves.
Hey, happy Mother's Day.
It's so good to see
You
you.
just hanging out with the moms of other famous people.
What's up, Neil?
Hi, Venus and Serena's mom, Snoop Dogg's mom, Odell's mom. Any trouble?
No, honey, there's nothing wrong.
But he does look thin.
That's not.
Thank you.
Come on over here and let us look at you. Honey, have you been getting enough sleep?
There you go.
It's the hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
It's definitely the hair.
What? How did you? My hair.
Attention military vets and current soldiers, service members who were issued 3M Combat Arms dual-sided earplugs during foreign conflicts between 2002 and 2016 and who were diagnosed with or are suffering from hearing loss or tinnitus may be eligible for significant compensation. 3M recently paid the government $9.1 million to settle a False Claims Act case over allegations it knowingly sold defective earplugs for over a decade.
Please call 800-364-5424.
I was tired of having my calls dropped. It's very frustrating.
Black lunch, chose Verizon.
I was having these issues, and my friend said, well, maybe you should switch over to Verizon. And then I heard that I could get Apple Music if I switched over. And I said, boom. Music is very important to me. I come from the techno era, but I'm hip hop at heart.
The best network is even better now that Apple Music is included with Unlimited. Plus, get a free Galaxy S10e when you buy one, and $400 when you switch. Only on Verizon.
First Take is presented by the United States Marine Corps and in part by Gillette, the best a man can get, and USAA, insurance, banking, investments, tailored for the military community.
It's the rematch everyone has been waiting for. Duran Duran knocks it down. Will Houston get revenge on the defending champion? Steph, KD, and the Warriors face off against Harden 6 feet 3 and the Houston Rockets. We'll have every dribble and angle covered for this huge matchup. And you know I'll be there to give you the inside scoop. Full previews and reactions with the best analysts in the think so, if they can pull it off. I don't think they can, but if you can, why wouldn't you? The fact of the matter is that James Harden is just a prolific offensive player. We recognize that. But he's also a magician. He knows the rule book. He knows how to facilitate things in his favor in terms of drawing fouls and things of that nature. And NC3 are absolute experts at that. If you are playing in the NBA, obviously it's not the most attractive way to go about doing things. But points are points, whether they're from the field or from the free throw line. Points are points. And James Harden has proven to be one of the best to have ever done so in terms of scoring in the National Basketball Association. Why would you not want to emulate him if you could? Particularly considering the fact that he's no Skywalker. His athleticism doesn't come oozing out at you. It doesn't blow you away. His ball handling skills, his shooting prowess, the way he can shake and bake and be evasive with his moves, is fully down on you. We know that. But if you can find a way to draw fouls as beautifully as he goes about doing so, why wouldn't you do it?
Today, I've introduced everybody to a character, Coach Mackey from Steady Buckets, correct? And I talked about him a bunch the year before, and my daughter now goes to the all-girls program part of Steady Buckets, coached by Coach Lefty, who's another great coach there. You know Coach Lefty? Grew up in New York, somehow was a Celtics fan. Coach
He is a lefty, right?
Yeah, you know what Coach Lefty tells the girls? We're not going to try to, drive to draw fouls. The point is not, if you get a foul, fine, but we're not going to do that looking for the foul. We're going to look to hit shots and make plays.
Yeah.
So this is what I'll say. It is smart to manipulate the rules if you're James Harden. And that's what Harden does. He's a rules manipulator. I mean, my favorite baseball player around the kid was Ricky Henderson. Crouch down, made a strike over this big, right? Smart, draw one, I get it. But Ricky Henderson's going to hit home runs and steal bases too and get on base, not just by looking for the runs to help him, pump to help him. Ricky Henderson was a baller, and James Harden under pressure. And James Harden under pressure is looking for the bailout. That's my beat. I agree with Kevin Durant. It's a smart way to play. Right up until the game is on the line, the three will tie it. You're on the road. You need the win against the best team in basketball maybe ever, right? You need this win, and you're shooting the three, and you're so worried about sliding under Draymond to try to sell a call that you ripped the shot because your primary focus was not hitting the shot. That's my beef with James Harden.
And my beef with you is that ain't question that should play his copy Harden style, not stop the style on the last 30 seconds.
No. I'm saying you can copy his style up until to draw the foul and the shot.
That looks good. Not crazy about that color, but it's not bad looking. So, everybody, I want to thank you all for showing up, being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Thank you for subscribing to the other channel and stuff. So, we're going to start working on building that platform up, and hopefully we won't have to worry about being shut down in the future. So, wait a minute, Dumfries, DC Cowboys, you live in Dumfries? Dumfries, Virginia? I'll wait. Dumfries, Virginia? We were going past Dumfries working on my cousin's house all the time. TC, my man. Okay. Well, you guys helped me make it through Hump Day. Oh, well, DC, you know what, DC Cowboys producer? We got to get together. Now, we're doing the big tailgate at FedEx dump game 2. Week 1, we're going to be going for the Giants game and stuff. So we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. And we do live stream. That's right. And we're going to be doing live streams also, too, from Lucky Sports Bar. So definitely, if you're in Dumfries, man, you're only, 30 minutes away from all the action and stuff. So that's cool. Do you have a channel? DC producer? What's happening, Dem Boys 5 Rings? Well, what we're doing is I'm doing this live stream here because we're actually at our day job, and we're announcing our day job new channel that I'm starting for me and Michael to do our day job. So that way you guys can see some woodworking or home improvements and things like that. And it gives us another outlet if there's ever a problem with YouTube, that we actually have another channel that we can go to. Yeah, this is my same channel right now. The other link is what we're going to be using in the future. So I'm trying to let people know, because if I go ahead and just start live streaming on there and there's no subscribers, nobody knows there. Okay, well, you call yourself Dallas Cowboys. Is that for PROC? Is that for producer? Dallas Cowboys Proc? Okay. No, it's actually, I put the link. If you scroll back up a little bit on the comments, you'll see the link on it. It's actually Cowboy Jobu's day job. But the problem is when I look it up, I just see all the Mark Holmes stuff, and I can't seem to find it. So that's why I put the link on here. But I'll put the link on the description here, and I'll promote it, on some of my other videos as well. So that way we start getting people to hopefully start checking it out. So I don't have a video on there yet. Oh, your last name is Proctor. Got you. Okay. I was thinking like, that's producer. You're a producer. Okay. So that's basically why I'm just trying to put it out there and let people know, because people know this channel. And since my other channel, I don't think is ever coming back, sadly, with 28,000 subscribers. The other one keeps bringing you back in here. The link I put in should be for the new channel, because I've got people who have been on there. So, well, again, there's nothing on that channel other than a picture of me and Mike in the shop, and some kitchen cabinets as the screen grab. So I'm just getting that up to speed, trying to get some people to follow. I'm actually going to go through, and I honestly don't know that much about Larry Allen's son, but the Cowboys are definitely going to check him out and see. Some people say he's a steal. I mean, he didn't cost you anything.
Was he a former Cowboy?
What, Larry Allen? Yeah, Hall of Famer. He was back from the 90s.
We got his son?
His son, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. If he's a good player, too.
When I went to the Hall of Fame, it was because Larry Allen was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I know.
Yeah. So it's Larry Allen's son.
I didn't know.
Larry Allen was mean.
I didn't know it was the son that we picked up.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That part I didn't know.
Yeah, Larry Allen's son. So it's a legacy pick.
Hey, that's what's up.
He played at Harvard.
You play at the same team as your dad. You potentially might be playing the same team your dad played on. That's what's up.
Well, he's already been signed by him, so I mean, technically he is. I mean, he has to make the roster,
of course, but I'm saying
he signed a contract.
You have the potential to play on the same team your dad did. That's what's up.
That's your dad, who was a Hall of Famer.
That's right.
Yeah.
That rarely happens.
That's cool. So
that's rarely happens.
But the problem for the Cowboys right now is it's a numbers game. There's a lot of guys on here who can start on other teams that might get cut. And
college might get cut.
Well, yeah. Here's my thinking, okay? And Miss Jackie gets mad at me when I say this, and it's not that I'm against Alan Hearns. Alan Hearns is, you love the fact that what he's given to the team.
It's him or Austin.
Right, and that's the game, because see, you're looking at guys now.
I think Austin's gonna have a good chance of being cut because of that groin.
Well, the groin, and because you got Tony Pollard on the team. So looking at that standpoint. Okay, I'll be back.
He was never trying to be the man. He was the man, but reluctantly. He didn't like those comparisons to Kobe. He didn't like that limelight. I covered him when he was in Toronto, and he went to his graduation before Game 7, which none of us had a problem with, but a lot of people did. He didn't like that. His mom used to be at a lot of games, and she used to be around a lot of those games. People used to criticize him for every little thing. He didn't want that. Carmelo was the man, but he wanted to be the man. And I think he should be allowed an opportunity to adjust to not being that anymore. And I think this year helps that. I think this year yes, I'm not saying bad Carmelo Anthony. I understand circumstances conspire, but also you're right. You have the kind of ego that wanted to be the centerpiece of the championship team. He wasn't good enough to get that done quite. He's really a great ISO scorer, but overall game wasn't good. Wasn't quite Dwayne Wade, and obviously not LeBron James, right? Wade knew, okay, that's enough. I'm done. If Carmelo wants to keep going, he's going to have to be that kind of player. He's terrible on catch and shoot threes. Like all the things you look for a guy to be what Carmelo wants to become, he's not. That's not what you said. But that's not what you said. What you said is he doesn't have the makeup to
to make the adjustment to not being that guy. And I'm saying we don't know that yet. Maybe give him a chance. I'm saying for him to do that, he needed to already start a couple of years ago. To start now at this age, with these kind of miles on him, the way the league has changed, I think it's too late. I'd rather see him succeed overseas and build up a huge, become the biggest player in China than the 9th man on an NBA team.
Make him a 30 for 31. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this before we have to say goodbye. Pop's about to sign a new deal, reportedly. Is he a top 5 coach in sports?
Without question. When you think about the reigns, the 22 consecutive years he's taken this team to the postseason, what he's done since Tim Duncan has walked away, I don't think there's any question that Greg Popovich is one of the top 5 coaches in the history of sports.
You can make an argument, but I don't think he makes it yet. Bill Belichick, once we have that graphic, Bill Belichick, Vince Lombardi, by the way, Casey Stengel, the Yankees manager that won 1 million World Series, invented platooning, basically. Like, you know, the Red Auerbach won the championship every year. John Wooden won the championship every year. Those are just fine. Then Pop still has to contend with Bill Walsh and Phil Jackson.
How many coaches you know that have nicknames, you know by one name? Popovich is one of the greatest of all time.
Jackson, launch up this Friday. It's gonna be a good laugh. You, Seth Rogen.
Yes, Friday, May 3rd.
Hey, hello. Yo, what's up? It's your homie Ice Cube. You know what time it is. Checking out Jalen and Cole.
He is Jalen Rose. What up, dog? I'm Jason Cody. And on the full check in. Together, we are Jalen Jacoby. What are we doing? We're gonna be we have a special guest coming up later, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and another special guest coming up later, Kurt Goldsberry, our Grantland brother. But we start last night in the day. Warriors jumped out of the lead and never.
All right, so I guess that's it, guys. I'm Mark Holmes with Michael Anthony Fitness. Thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully you guys will check out our new channel, and we'll see what we're gonna see.